Welcome back, everyone. We're here at the Southwest University Automotive and Diesel Shop. I'm Daniel Montes. This is The Road to SEMA. In this episode, we're going to highlight the electrical work that was put into our SEMA build. One of the most technical aspects of a build is the electrical system. As you know, with today's technology, everything on a vehicle is either electronically controlled or monitored. Great care and precision needs to be taken when running the lines, especially when you're fabricating a from-scratch wiring harness, as we did here at Southwest University. We had to take great care in the fabrication of this custom wiring harness because we want to make sure that everything works just right. Our electrical instructor, along with the students here at Southwest University that are taking the electrical class, custom fabricated and built their own wiring harness for our SEMA build. You're about to hear firsthand from some of the students and the instructors that actually built the wiring harness for our SEMA build for 2019.
Hi, my name is Jesus Rodriguez. I'm an instructor here at Southwest University. We have a 1957 Chevy one-ton truck that we're converting from a flatbed to a tow truck, in which I'm leading the electrical system. I do have a group of students on both automotive and diesel that are helping me out. We took all the old wiring harness and we're updating it to a new harness. Main thing about this is that it used to be a gasoline powered, so that in itself is a task because now we're using a diesel. Some of the things that we have to overcome is because it is a custom build, the harness that we have is not a plug-and-play system, so we have to take the existing parts that we have from the old chassis and make them work with the new harness and then make that function on the 1957 chassis. Because this is a custom build, as with any other custom build, we have to integrate the old system with the new wiring harness, make sure that it all works properly. On top of that, the old engine was a gasoline engine, and now we're going with a 5.9 diesel Cummins engine. It's a one-shot deal. Hopefully we get everything right, fire it up, and everything will be great.
So this year we decided to go with the digital instrument cluster. Some of the main components that needed to be wired specifically for this build was our whole air management system for the airbag suspension. Compressors, solenoids, pressure check valves, all of that. That posed a little bit of a complication when it came to the wiring harness. Our students had to really use their brains and fabricate that harness to work with that cluster.
My name is Armando Burgos. I'm a student at Southwest University, part of the auto and diesel program, and I'm working on the electrical wiring for the SEMA truck. One of the processes we use for installing the electrical wiring is we use a multimeter, which is used to test for voltage, amperage, resistance, which are very vital things to use in an automotive field. One of the things we use in the automotive field is an electrical tester. This electrical tester was a major part of the SEMA build because we used it for the headlights, to wire in the dashboard, to test all the gauges to make sure everything would be working perfectly. Working with the headlights, it was a little bit of trouble because we were trying to wire in them so they would work properly. So one of the main things is that if the wires or the electrical isn't done correctly, you could cause a short where the electricity could mess up, throwing everything off along with the dashboard, the headlights, or even if you have interior lights.
Our students built this harness from the ground up. We're talking headlights, stop lamps, turn signals, and everything in between. Keep in mind that our students are not only working on this build during class time, but they're staying after during the middle of the day, later in the evenings to get the work done so we can have this build completed in time for SEMA 2019. All right, we want to send a huge shout out to the electrical instructor and all the students for all the hard work into making this custom-made wiring harness possible. I want to thank all of you for sticking with us for another episode of On the Road to SEMA.